All right, and welcome back, everyone, to another episode of WindRiders of Aria. I am Will, the Halfling Wizard, and this is my merry band of Chaos Goblins. This is true. So I'm going to go around real quick. We're going to let everybody kind of introduce themselves so we can jump into tonight's episode. So when you're introducing us, tell us who you are, who you play, and what is your character's... What was their final thought last session, or the last session you were here in the instance of our captain up there in the corner? What's going on? What's going on in their head? Tell us a little bit. Basically, what I want you to do is tell us a little bit about what happened based on your perspective, your character's perspective. So we're going to start with Katarina.
I knew you were going to start with me because I don't remember exactly what happened at the very end. I know what happened with the captain, but I can't remember exactly what happened to us, and I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I'm Lisa. I play Katarina.
Yes. You guys
used to be...
Real quick, you guys
We're on the island.
Yep. And at the end of the last session, you were all on deck, and you saw the Black Tide Syndicate ship sailing into the harbor.
Okay.
Actually, Katarina and Gath were down in the looking the armory for weapons.
Oh, okay. There you go then. So you were in the armory.
Okay. Lisa, I play Katarina. Used to be Falcon. Now probably just going to go with Cat because I've come up with a new background in case I run into anybody I used to know. That would work. I guess if I'm not up there, I'm probably down there going, anything useful down here?
That's
There you go.
That's fine. That's perfectly fair. So we'll go down to let's go to Gath next.
Hi, everybody, I am Old Worm Slayer, and I'll be playing Gath Alfredi, who has yet to come up with a new call sign because of the fact, well, he doesn't know what he's going to be doing in the near future. As to what he's thinking right now, he's like, I hope this stuff works because we don't really have the luxury of time to fix it. And at the same time, he's thinking, can we really trust the captain of this vessel?
I don't know. Guess we'll find out. All right, let's go over to Douglas.
All right. Yeah, Henry here, Douglas Lamora. And yeah, I wouldn't say I trust the captain so much as I absolutely do not trust the lady who sent us to get the device. But I think he kind of did some things that seemed like they were smart at the moment. But now that he sees the ship, he's like, oh crap. And I think there's a lot of could I just scoot off onto a little schooner? And but he would never do that. So yeah, I think he's severely motivated now more than ever to create that fake artifact because he knows it'll probably be coming into play. So
okay, that's very fair. Very fair indeed. All right, let's go on up to our faithful captain, and let's get it. See what he was thinking because his ending where he ended last time was rather a predicament on his part. So
yeah, y'all are talking about a captain you don't trust, and I'm like, they're not necessarily talking about me, are they?
No.
No, we're not.
Yes, at least not yet. Not until you see me.
That's fair.
Hello, everybody. I'm Riku. I play Captain Kedek or Captain Silverblood in my alias. And last thoughts at the end of his the last time you saw him were please don't kill me, 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 as apparently he's been getting his blood sucked out of him. And I freaked and me personally, Riku, freaked out thinking that this was a ship of vampires. So this is turning out very, very interesting and huge props for this. I'm really excited to see where this goes.
Me too. This will be fun. This will be fun. All right, cool. And of course, I am Will, or Halfling Wizard, and I'll be in charge of this chaos tonight. So, yeah. So we're gonna jump in. Let me get us back to where we were on the Serpent's Drift. So when last we were here, we were on the Serpent's Drift, which is this lovely floating island that is never in the same place twice. We met Aiden, who is sort of, I guess, for all intents and purposes, he's basically the captain of this vessel. He's the only one on the vessel. When the party got there, the crew got there, they searched, could find no one else except for Aiden. He's the only one on board. Everybody kind of searched around. We had A, who went down into the engine rooms to check out the engines. What he discovered, for those who weren't, joining us, he discovered that the engines are like really, really like state of the art type things. The rest of the ship is sort of a clunker. I mean, it's not falling apart like the one y'all were on, but it's more along the lines of made to look like it's falling apart. But the engines are pretty darn impressive. I believe Douglas was going around trying to. What were you doing? You were like trying to find Crew
So
member.
I was trying to create a fake artifact.
Okay, that's what it was.
Yeah.
That's
Because
so you're looking for something.
he was just looking for some way to create a fake artifact. But seeing the Black Syndicate ship on the horizon, he's probably going to get more down to business of, okay, let's get this ship up and running. And
That's right, because you were on the other side of the ship.
yeah,
Looking
Yeah.
around, and all of a sudden you look up, and there's this big ass ship coming in with the Black Tide Syndicate
I
flag
thought-
flying on it.
I thought you did create a fake artifact. Am I confused? Before we left.
well,
the
I had
other-
said that I wanted to, but I don't think we determined whether or not. I
No,
had
you
it.
did.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, you did that back in Calendria. You created it, and then you gave the actual artifact to Captain Nehemiah.
Yes. Okay.
Amphibian,
So if
sorry.
that happened, then that's awesome. Then I'm a lot less.
Yeah. So
Perfect.
you've got a fake artifact on you.
And Riku, for whatever it's worth, the captain we don't trust is the one who sent us on a ship with a bomb on it.
Yes, the one that's currently ingesting your fluids.
Y'all are really enjoying getting yourselves around bombs that
Yeah.
aren't ours.
Yeah, they really are. All right, so we're on the ship. The huge galleon is sailing into the harbor where the Serpent's Drift is anchored, and Douglas, you're on the far side. You have the best look at it. Now, Katarina and Gath, you guys are still down below in the armory, and I'll get to you guys in just a second. So, Douglas, you're there. You see this ship coming in. You do see the flag. What are you doing? Like, what's his mindset at this point?
Yeah, he's not looking forward to this encounter. He's hoping there isn't an encounter, but he also wonders what happened to Riku. Or Silverblood. I think he's trying to help A make sure, because A's pretty well mechanical. So he's probably just trying to help A make sure every little nook and cranny of the ship is ready for a flight or a fight or whatever we're going to have happen. So he's assuming there's going to be an encounter. And he doesn't exactly know how to deal with that, so he's just going to something familiar.
Okay, that's fair. All right. So we get down below where Katarina and Gath are in the armory. Before I get that, Douglas, do you raise the alarm? Do you? Because you're the first
On the
to see
ship?
it. Yeah, you're the first to see
Oh,
it.
there's no other people don't know that it's there?
No.
Okay. In that case, I think, yeah, he would hit the bell, call black sail off the starboard bow, or whichever bow it
Okay.
is.
When you ring the bell, I mean, Talia is the first on the scene. She's like, as it like smoke, she just appears, and she's already got like her glass out, and she's looking, and she's just like, "Holy shit! How did they find us? Nobody should have known we were here, but us. What? Oh, right, you, little man. Go get everybody. Tell them to get down below." And then she's gonna. So what do you do? She says, "You little man, go get everybody down."
Yeah, I'm not going to argue. I don't know this person from anybody, but everybody else seems to trust her. So,
By the way, Riku, the other captain we don't trust is the captain of the Serpent's Drift.
That's Aiden.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, all right.
I
So-
trust Thalia. She saved my life. You know,
Yeah.
I may be the
And
only
then-
one who
She's a
trusts her.
commandant.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she's like on the run. She is like she's looking for Aiden at this point. So she sends Douglas to find everybody else. So the first person you find, of course, is A, and A's already like the minute you tell him what's going on, he's down. He's in the engine rooms. He's like, I'll be in the engine rooms in case we need to do something. Then you'll find Katerina and Gath in the armory. So take it away.
Okay, what kind of weapons did we find?
You found some like guns, some single shot, sort of like flintlock, like handguns. There's not a lot in here actually. It's kind of bare.
Well, I am going to start distributing whatever we have. You know,
Okay.
so at
You
least
have-
we can
you have-
defend ourselves.
Okay. You have 3 flintlock pistols and 2 daggers. Oh, and 1 saber.
I'll take the saber.
Okay.
Let them have the pistols.
Okay.
Just gonna say the last pistol you gave to Antrak, he threw at somebody's head. He
He did. Also, it looks as though there's only enough. It also looks like there's only enough ammo for 1 shot each.
All right, make it count. I'll give Gath a dagger and Douglas a dagger. Say, if you're gonna shoot, make it count. Hopefully, it won't come to that.
Okay.
yeah, she's out there like right now.
Like, I know you don't understand. Like literally right there. So okay.
All right, I'll stay down here in the armory.
Okay. All right. What about Gath? What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna make sure these weapons actually work
I
as
would
they're
have done
being
that.
distributed. Okay.
So are y'all inspecting the weapons to see if they work? Because y'all didn't do that earlier, but you can do that if you want.
I would
Assuming
make
it's-
that roll, but I can't seem to access my sheet.
Weird. Should be. You're all right there. Let me-
Well, yeah, when you go to Katerina, there doesn't come up the play option. So whatever that means.
I don't know because you're all there.
Are
That's
you in
weird.
the right screen?
Me?
Scene? Are we in the right scene?
Well, it's
Yes.
Make sure you're on the encounter tab, not the party tab.
Yeah.
I am.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
You're all there.
yeah. When I click on it, all I get is the profile for the sheet.
Let me do this. I don't know. It's there just like it is on all the other ones. How odd.
I believe it's because we're no longer considered game masters.
No, you're all game masters. Because someone's changing the background right now.
That's me. I was checking to see if it worked on any other one. My apologies. Just checking. Nope, didn't do a thing. I'll go back to where it was.
Ooh, that's pretty. I like that.
That's not where it was. This is where it was.
Okay. They're my bad. I'm just checking.
And alchemy just made it very easy to click now. A lot of things are single click now, so just be careful where you're clicking.
Yeah, that was those backgrounds changed very quickly.
Oh, you right click on your name, on the name, and a menu will pop up.
There you go. Updates. Gotta love updates. While we're talking about it,
Ah.
while we're
This is my
talking about
character.
updates, why don't ever you guys? Well, while we're figuring out alchemy because they changed things. Why don't you go check out our merch store? We got some really cool merch. I actually got my. I don't know if you can see it. I got my veterans mug in. I'm very excited about. It's very cool. It's a little dark. Can't because my light's not working that well, but very excited. It's 15-ounce mug again. It's amazing. We also have the Black Tide Syndicate mug, which I think 2 folks have. And we've got some other ones. So go check it out. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah. And
Okay.
would this be a mechanical check?
Yes. These would be mechanical.
Okay.
Okay. 6.
I got a 6.
Okay. Katarina, are you going to roll as well? Okay. So a 6 and a 3. As you guys are sort of investigating the weaponry, the daggers and the saber, they're kind of rusty. It looks like they haven't seen action in a very
Better than
long
nothing.
time. The flintlocks, the single shot flintlocks, look functional. So everything seems to be usable. Probably not the best, but at least you could get at least one good shot off with each of the weapons, the guns. So they're decent. They're not the best. You've seen better, but they'll do. Okay. All right. So you guys are preparing for what could possibly be your last encounter. So let's flash over to Captain Silverblood. When last we saw him, he and Sylvania Sylvania was telling him about the euphoria. You have to, in order to counter the euphoria, you have to literally go to the brink of death, and it'll change your whole life, and et cetera, et cetera. And then he eventually consented to sure, let's do it. At which point she slit his throat and began to feed on his blood. So we'll pick it up right there. So as she slices through, it just begins to just gush, and she just clamps down on it, and it hurts at first, and then the quote unquote the euphoria begins to kick in, and the pain goes away, and you find yourself sort of in a peaceful place. You're not on. It's like you're not even on the ship anymore. It's like just you and her in a sort of blank space, formless but like warm, and like a warm hug. you find yourself very relaxed, very euphoric, and you're just literally standing across from each other at this point.
Huh.
That's new.
That's not what I expected. Especially from Carrick's point of view, because quite frankly, he's never been, I guess, this close to death. I think right now he is probably just he's probably not looking at anything in particular. He's probably just feeling almost that weightlessness, almost that feeling, and he just says, "What is this?" Just trying to gather himself.
Okay. And she says, and I will say, okay, roll an intelligence check for me real quick.
Okay. Intelligence. Can you switch to a scene that has my character?
Oh. Are you not? Oh, you're not there. Oh, that's right, because you weren't here last time.
I'm not actually there.
I will add you in. Give me one second.
Thank you. Cool. Intelligence. All right. Let's. 5.
As you're sort of in this space, a couple of things you notice real quick before we get into the explanation is the place that you're standing is sort of like a shady area. It's very shady, like like under a shade tree. And there is that sort of there's like patterns of like as if you were underneath something, but there's nothing above you. But there's that illusion of like being in a middle of a field under a tree. There's the idea of a wind blowing, but there is no wind. In the distance, you see a sort of dark area. And then when you look at Sylvania, she does not look at all like she looks on the ship. She looks rather normal. Like all of the sort of paraphernalia are gone. All of her her disguise type stuff is all gone. And what you see in front of you is like this very beautiful woman, sort of dark haired, sort of an olive colored skin, with these sort of green eyes, these sort of naturally red lips type, the people that have naturally red lips. Completely different demeanor. It's like relaxed. It's completely opposite of what you know as Sylvania. And she just sort of looking around, and then she makes eye contact and she says, "This is euphoria."
And Capitan is, I guess, in a bit of a way, trying to be calm, and because it is as you say, like a euphoric experience, but at the same time is mentally trying to ground himself, I guess, back into reality as a way. So as he is just taking it all in, he just goes, yes, am I dead?
And she'll say yes and no. She'll say, where they are right now, this is the moment before death. This is that microsecond before you pass from living to dead. And she'll say, if you look in the distance, you'll see that black. That's death. And if you look this, and she'll point the opposite direction, you'll see it's much brighter. It's almost white light, give or take. And she goes, that's life. Where we are is in between.
The twilight.
Yeah. She's like, we could live here. We could literally exist here forever if we wanted to. And it can be whatever you want it to be.
Go
What do
to
you mean by
the
that?
land. You know, go to the light.
This is, by the way, this got my personal happy time now, because my name and with Kingdom Hearts and playing with the idea of dusk, dawn, twilight, and all that stuff. So I'm like, this is very appropriate for me right now.
So giddy. Yay.
Yeah. So yeah, he just goes like, what do you mean it could be whatever we want?
And she says, if you could be anywhere in the entire world, where would you want to be right now?
I don't think he says it out loud, but in his head, the very first thought is home.
And so you have this thought, and then the entire environment around you changes to home. And this is like your ideal. This is like the inner idea of home, like how Kedek sees it. So what does that look like?
He's back on the banks of the river of his little, his small community of houseboats and people. It's lively. Kids are running around. People are out and greeting. It's definitely a more active day. It is a bright and sunny day. And I am just on one of the decks of my home, where I usually say the sun shines just right. The sunlight and the moonlight shine just right. And it's always been my happy place when I'm home. And river is calm. You can hear birds and other animals, and it's just peaceful again. Not as like the dark and gritty and chaos that I've been thrown into in my life these days.
Right.
So
okay.
And inadvertently, this is what would happen, and it is inadvertently almost dropping his own guise of this rough and tough pirate. And I think in this euphoric moment, he probably wouldn't care.
Okay.
or in a way it just happens because it is what it is.
Okay. She'll look around and she'll look at it and she'll go, "It's beautiful.
It is.
Why ever would you leave such a place?" And she's just sort of like, she's walking around and looking, and
It's really all I ever knew. I love it here, and I left it to explore and learn more about the world around. But nothing compares to here. Nothing yet, at least.
and she's like standing away from you with her back to you. And you hear, and throughout the noises of your home and sort of these, this and that, you hear what sounds like quiet sobbing.
I'm gonna follow where it's coming from.
It's coming from her.
Is everything all right?
And you see her kind of like trying to like pull herself together, as she, and then turns to you. But you can tell that she's obviously been crying. And she looks at you and she says, you must consider yourself so lucky to come from something so pure. The euphoria shows us as who we really are on the inside.
I can see that.
She sort of looks around and she's like, I wish I had come from something so pure.
Well, maybe I'm trying to see how I want to word this. And he's just gonna go, he's gonna go, and yet I still left it behind. Thinking that there was more, something more than this, something grander than this out there. And yes, there was, but nothing could ever compare. And you could see kind of on Caddick's face how he goes from kind of enjoying the sights and feelings of being home to more of a confusion and introspection of why did he leave? Because he's starting to really feel like this is getting him even more homesick than he was before.
As you're talking to her, she'll say, at least you have a choice. You had a choice to leave and you have a choice to return. At least you have that to hold on to.
I do. And maybe one day I will return.
Right. Anywhere else you'd like to go? We have eternity, literally.
I guess I'm assuming as this euphoria feeling, he begins to get used to it, that he's able to understand things more. And I guess
oh yeah,
he's gonna ask, I don't know just now where I'd want to go, but I guess how do you know you're safe here? As now the logic side of his brain is beginning to kind of kick in of you said I was on like that moment between life and death. This place we are in is not where we were. How do we know that, someone can't just, in a way, come up to my body and do that last bit to put me out?
And she'll tell you that you are in both places. The moment in the reality is it's like frozen to you in your perspective. It's a frozen point, meaning it's not moving forward. It's literally just stuck. And so when you are here, your physical self is perfectly safe. And she goes on to explain how the euphoria is sort of specific to the individuals that are sharing it, meaning nobody else could come in here. It's just the two of you. So there's no way for someone to like sneak in and like try to kill you on the inside or whatever. But she's literally like, no, it's just the two of us. We can go and do anything we want. We have literally forever. We could live an entire lifetime in here and then return at the exact moment that this all began. And you could do it an infinitesimal amount of time.
Incredible. I never knew something like this could even be possible.
It's only possible with my kind. I've never encountered anyone else who could do it.
Well, excuse how this put, but what exactly are you?
And she'll look at you and she'll say, it may be beyond your comprehension. And I do not mean that in a rude way. I just mean that in a lesser advanced species. As she begins to tell you who she is. And she is what we all in the real world would consider an alien. She is not from Aria. She's from the stars. Her people arrived here millennia ago and were ostracized and exiled to like one of the most inhospitable places on this planet. And that's where they've lived. And they've sort of adapted to life there. And that sort of that bitterness of that betrayal, that the Aryans did sort of fueled their hatred for others. And it's sort of bred into them. It's not even like a choice. That's what she was telling you about. At least you had a choice.
Mm.
And she says, "Here, let me show you." And she sort of takes over the euphoria for a moment, and your village sort of dissipates, and we arrive in something that looks like this. And you can see our background has changed.
Did we just have a crossover with Vecna? I'm kidding.
I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, it's sort of this fiery planet. This place, it's mostly just molten rock. Very little to no vegetation. But this is the world they come from. And when they arrived on Aria, which is mostly water, which is what they were looking for, they found that there were inhabitants here already. They tried to make friends with them, but they were basically treated like aliens. And they basically fled. They self-exiled themselves to sort of like something that was very similar to their home planet on this planet, which would be a sort of volcanic area. And that's where she was, and she'll tell you that's where she was born, that's where she was made. Her and her twin sister. We're made in pairs.
I see. I'm so sorry.
She'll look at you. She'll look at you when you say that, with a quizzical look on her face.
Well, I guess I wish I knew when you arrived. I don't think I could have done anything, but you've come here. You literally meant no harm when you came here. To be treated like this, and I guess in a way by my kind at that. I don't know, it just makes me sick. Or maybe I'm soft. Maybe there's something deep down that I'm really am soft.
And she'll say that you're the first person to ever apologize. No one's ever apologized to any of her people. And that's why there's so much hatred out there. And that's why they became pirates, basically, because they're ruthless and they literally hate everybody. And she'll just say there's enough of that, and then and then we'll go back to sort of the middle ground. We're back there, and she says, "May I take you somewhere?"
Well, I got the time.
And she kind of laughs a little bit. She giggles, and she goes, "Very well." And then she sort of closes her eyes, and the environment transforms again. This time you're in the middle of this field, and there's a little cottage and what looks like a river, a stream. You can see forests sort of in the background, but it's sort of this beautiful, idyllic little cottage. What looks like a small farm, and she says, "This is where I go whenever I come here. This is my happy place, I believe you call it."
It's just as beautiful.
And I wish to share it with you. Come. And she begins to walk through this field. And the sort of vegetation is sort of like about knee height. So you can like reach down and run your hands through it. And it's very soft. Almost like wheat. As she leads you to the cottage. All right, hold on one second, everybody.
Okay.
Oh, baby.
Oh,
Everybody,
Taco!
y'all can see the newest addition to our family. This is Enola. This is Enola Sky. See her, she's so cute. She's shy. Oh, it's okay, baby. So, yes. All right. So so she's leading you to this cottage, and like I said, it's idyllic. It's like the perfect place, and she's her whole demeanor changes, and she becomes almost shy. And she invites you in.
Mm-hmm. I'll follow her in.
Okay. And when you go in, it's idyllic. So it's like a single sort of roomed cottage. Fires going. There's a meal cooking. And she's like, basically, will you share a meal with me?
Sure.
Cool.
Sounds
so you guys
good.
All right. Okay, so let's go back to the Serpent's Drift. As you are all preparing for this Black Tide Syndicate ship to do something. As the ship is getting closer, what is everybody doing? Where are you? I mean, Katarina, you said you're going to stay in the armory. Douglas, where's the
I'm thinking I don't want to look like I'm hiding in case they search. I need to look like I'm working here. So, is there a broom or something?
Well, I'm sure you could find one.
Yeah, I'm like, I just work here. That's my whole plan right now.
Right. Okay. Okay. What about Douglas?
Douglas is flying from sail to sail, making sure every little notch is where it needs to be. The last ship we were on that we didn't know the entire deal behind blew up, so he's making sure there's no bombs. He's kind of in a panic, but he's trying to hide it. I don't know how well of a job he is doing at that, but he is not doing. Usually, Katarina's doing something, and Antrak is looking for a way out of doing anything. But he is he is uniquely motivated in this moment to make sure that if we need the ship to function, that it's not going to be my fault that something went wrong with the ship. So
Okay.
that's kind of where he's at.
Okay, cool. You can roll an intelligence and then roll a guile.
Oh,
Let's see,
okay.
Let's see what he sees. See if he sees any bombs or see if everything's in order.
All right. Intelligence level 5. Oh my goodness. Well, it's a 5.
It's a 5.
It's a 5.
So good. All right. So as he's sort of swinging from sail to sail and checking things, you don't see anything out of the ordinary, other than just sort of like general sailing stuff. Oh, okay. Hold on, baby. So you don't see any bombs. No bombs.
Oh, good. No bombs.
Okay. So did you roll guile now?
I'm doing that as we speak for a 10.
Oh yeah. You look like you're as cool as a cucumber.
Heck yeah, I do. I planned this whole situation out.
Even Talia thinks that you know what you're doing. She's like, impressive. As you're doing what you're doing, you do see Talia and Aiden having a conversation sort of out on the deck. Rather loud. It's mostly Talia yelling at him than anything. She seems to have her sword drawn and sort of holding him by the shirt, and sort of like the tip of her sword at his throat. So,
is Aiden he's from, who is Aiden?
He is just some dude. We don't know anything about him. Even Talia doesn't know anything about him. She just knows that he is her source when she needs information. She's who this is her source. And now she's like threatening him, apparently.
I would, out of curiosity, I don't think I'm going to be very subtle about this, because it's going to look dumb if I'm just like working on a sail with my head crooked. So I think he's just going to finish tying off something, and he's going to be like, hey, you guys all right? Need me to settle a bet, or you want me to buzz off?
Talia doesn't acknowledge you. She knows you're there, but she's just sort of like, she's so intently focused on Aiden right now. She's just like, she's asking him like all kinds of questions, and he is like petrified. But she's just like, why did you turn this in? Did you do this? Did you call them? Did this? He is denying everything. He is denying it all. And she is just like not having it. Getting to the point where it looks like she very well may just run him through.
Is there a way to sense if either of them are misleading, or
you can roll intelligence.
Okay. Get a feel for the situation. Oh damn, look at that.
Woo! Okay. So Douglas is like, his whole body like turns on, and he's like special abilities he didn't even know he had. So as you're like listening to them go, you can tell that they are both being legitimate. But she's very much thinking he's the one that turned us in, or y'all in, and he is very much like, it wasn't me. So you can tell that he's not lying.
I think Antrak's gonna move in between the blade and Aiden and be just like, look, It's not a time to doubt each other. We've got to. He's obviously just as taken by this as you are. We've got to keep our heads on straight and not fall apart.
Talia is like, she's seeing red, but she hears your words, and she says, "All right, okay, all right, little man, we'll play it your way." And then she looks at Aiden, and she's like, "You better deal with this, because if you don't deal with this, I'll deal with you." And he's like, "Yeah, okay. Just go below, and stay out of sight." Talia's like, "I'm gonna stick around just out of sight, but I'm gonna keep my eye on you." So she looks at Antrak and says, "You should go down below."
Why?
That way you don't give us away.
Oh, got it. That's a good idea.
She just sort of gives a head shake. And off you go. All right, so as you go down below, well, you'll encounter Gath and Katarina if you want to fill them in on what's happening.
Yeah. So, I don't know how this is all going to play out, but Talia is convinced that Aiden turned us in. I'm pretty sure that he didn't. And hopefully we all get out of here with our skins intact. How's it going down here?
And so you see Katarina sweeping.
We should look for signs of. We should look for signs of anything that might be used to track this ship.
Katarina?
I'm like, it's going great. Here's a dagger. You know?
Okay. So you give Douglas a dagger.
Yep.
Okay. And Gath, you're going to look around and see if you can find anything that's like a tracking device or something. Okay. Cool. You can roll an intelligence. You can roll an intelligence check while Aiden up top. The ship pulls up alongside.
Shit.
Grabs hold. Gangplank lowers.
Great time for a surge.
Cool. All right. And I'll get to it in just a second. So, as the ship is sort of docked next to the Serpent's Drift, a handful of Black Tide Syndicate pirates board the ship. Aiden is there. He's like, "Can I help you?" What looks like not the captain, but probably the first officer of this particular ship, just steps on board and just backhands him to the deck and says, "You speak when you're spoken to." And he goes, "My apologies." He's like, "Why are you here? We were passing by and we saw you here. Why are you in here?" Like, "I'm just doing some minor repairs, and I'm going to be heading to the nearby islands to do some trading." Trading? What are you trading? Oh, mostly like foodstuffs, or little things that I can make a little bit of money here and there. And he starts to show him things. He pulls things out of crates. He's like, little thingamajigs and mechanical things, and he is really laying it on thick. Talia is standing in the sort of shadows, rolling her eyes. Because it's like, this guy's going to get us killed. Yeah. So they're having a conversation. So, Kath, you're wandering around down below. You don't find anything that looks like a tracking device. You do come across a few items that are a little suspicious, and not in the like, oh, he's going to kill us kind of way, but more in the why is he trading these things? He has a lot of black market stuff on his ship. And which in most circles is highly illegal. Okay.
Is any of it costing?
Yeah, there's a little bit of this and that, but nothing top secret. Like, it's probably stuff you could find every day here and there. Mostly looks like salvage parts and parts that he's passing off as new. But nothing like top secret. Nothing that can't be shared.
Or is any of it weaponry?
No. None of it's weaponry.
Okay. I'm going to leave it where I found it, but make a mental note of it.
Okay. Very well. Cool. Okay, so with the rest of you, time passes like it's been hours. The tension is just killing you all. Eventually, probably in about the hour and 15 mark, you hear sort of raised voices on deck. Can't quite tell what's going on, but it's definitely raised voices. And then you hear a single gunshot. And then you hear what sounds like the Black Tide Syndicate ship leaving. What do y'all do?
I stay put.
Okay. What about Katarina and Douglas?
Are there portholes or like a way to see what's going on?
No.
No. Okay.
I'm
I
gonna give
don't
it.
think. Go ahead.
I'm saying I'm gonna give it 5 minutes. Make sure if anyone's coming down, good or bad, or if it stays quiet for 5 minutes, I'll go check it out.
Okay. What about Douglas?
Yeah, I think that's about where I'm at. I've probably found like a rather large barrel or something that I'm literally inside.
Inside of? Okay.
And
Sounds
yeah,
like a rodeo clown to me.
He's calming himself by just going over his spells in his mind over and over again, just to like, and he's says, in his head, he's like, okay, if I'll go through them 2 more times, and then I'll take a peek out if I don't hear anything.
Okay. All right, cool. So 5 minutes passes. You don't hear anything else. No one comes down.
All right, I'm going up cautiously.
Okay. So up you go.
I got your back. I got your 6, Katarina.
Okay.
I'm
Katarina,
still
you're
holding the
up.
broom.
Okay. Okay, cool. So Katarina and Douglas are heading up to the deck
I think I gave you my bullet, but I have a gun ready to throw.
to throw. Okay, so as you cautiously go to the deck, it's eerily quiet. As you kind of walk cautiously around, you see Talia holding Aiden, who has been shot. He's not dead. It looks like they just shot him in the leg. So what do y'all do? Actually, before what y'all do, Gaff, what are you doing?
I'm starting to make my way up, but very carefully.
Okay. So by the time you get up there, you will see whatever Katarina and Douglas are about to do. So what do y'all do when y'all see that?
I'm looking for the ship.
If you're looking for the ship is sailing away.
Okay.
And I'll go and try and help Thalia and Aiden.
Okay. So you guys go to them, and Gath, you're coming up, and you see them going to them.
I don't know. I mean, I know Talia is hot, but I don't know if I necessarily trust her or not yet. So I think I'm still. I don't think I'm buying this whole act just yet. I think there's a big piece of this that doesn't make sense to Antrak, and he is. He's looking around for something. He doesn't know what, but he's like,
Okay.
Some part of this doesn't make sense. Why wouldn't they search the ship? Why wouldn't they take Talia? Why wouldn't they take Aiden? There's just too many things that are sticking out to him.
Like too many red flags.
Yeah. If he's on a dating app, he's swiping left on this one.
Okay. So
right,
Katarina goes to help. Antrak, you're
Just
sort
pray
of
it's not tender.
Yeah, exactly. You're sort of hanging back, kind of like observing the situation.
Yeah, he's got his eyeballs everywhere.
Okay. And Gath, what are you doing? You're up on deck at this point, and you see what's happening.
Seeing what has happened, I'm gonna go look for a med kit in Aiden's quarters.
Okay. I mean, you'll find a basic med kit. They're on the you'll find them hanging on the walls actually.
I'll grab it and bring it to Talia
Okay.
and Katarina.
Okay. And yeah, so when you get there, Katarina, you'll see that they shot Aiden in the leg. It hit his artery, and Talia's trying to stop the bleeding. And the kit comes, and they put a tourniquet on to kind of stop that from happening. He's unconscious.
And I'm going to ask Thalia what happened.
And when the minute you ask her what happened, you hear all these sounds coming from around you. This click, 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 click. As you all turn around, and there are 12 pirates with their guns pointed at you.
God damn it!
All right, with that, let's go back to Carrick.
who's currently having a nice dinner in the world
lovely time.
beyond.
Having a lovely time. Yeah, so we're back there. You've eaten, you've had a meal. And you're sort of sitting in front of the fireplace. Because the environment's gotten a little chilly. And you're sitting there drinking a beverage of some kind. Could be a mead, could be a wine, it could be whatever. And she just asks, she's like, what do you want in life?
Honestly, freedom.
Hmm.
Not in the traditional, like, being a captive type freedom, but just being able to do as I want, when I want, travel where I want, when I want. Having that kind of freedom to really just live my life and, in a way, kind of discover who I am.
That sounds nice.
How about you?
I would like that too. To do what I want, not be dictated to. Live a lie. Have you? She's getting a little coy, a little shy at this point.
Mhm.
She goes, have you ever thought about like family, like settling down and having a family? And she sort of says, I asked that because I don't know what that is, but it looks amazing.
Maybe if you asked me 10, 15 years ago, I probably would have said yes. That being able to settle down, have a partner, have kids, and build a family would be incredible. But nowadays, it's probably one of the furthest things from my mind. Honestly, the joy I've gotten to in my life has honestly been fulfilling enough for me. Would I love to share that with somebody special? Sure, yeah, if that comes along, but not a priority. Kind of selfish, but I guess I kind of want my life first.
That's understandable.
But I hope you understand that I get that with our cultures, family looks different, but it's perfectly fine to not have that kind of family or not have that kind of bond with somebody and still have an enjoyable life. A lot of people see it as like a goal or need, but as I've grown, it's a desire, it's a want. It's it's optional. If you don't need it, you don't need it.
I do not know what it is. I've never had it, so if I never got it, I guess I would never really know. I'm just curious how other species. In my time here, I've noticed that family is a big part of the social structures of many cultures on this world.
It can be. And that's why family or the well, that's why family is so different from person to person. The next person you might meet can almost see can see a family as a legacy. Others see it as an expansion of themselves. It's going to be different from culture to culture and people to people. And that's why for me I just never really thought about it much and just went my own path. Too complicated to figure out, you know?
What do you do when you do not like your family?
That's a tough one.
Like, I do not like my sister at all.
Mm. Well, this gets into a whole different topic entirely.
She'll go into how horrible and manipulative and just angry her sister is all the time. Like, it's exhausting.
Here's the thing about sometimes we also use the term family on a broader sense, not necessarily people born from blood. Family can also mean people close to you, friends, mentors, people who really make an impact on your life and who really build out who you surround yourself with, people who truly care and love. And like at times, like, okay, I was gonna say your crew, but maybe that's not the best example. But seeing how you easily dispatched a couple of them, but your family doesn't need to be family of blood. It's, I guess I am lucky to where my blood related family have never brought me to that point. But honestly, as tough as it is with those bound by blood, sometimes cutting it out of your life is the best thing for you. Sometimes you have to be selfish.
So I could just walk away? Seesaw communication?
If that would help you.
I feel like you should have been a bard.
Wise old wizard. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, if that helps you, I mean, just doing that right away is it's probably going to be tough. I mean, they are family. And you don't know how she's going to react.
Yes, and we are a bonded pair. I don't know what that severing that bond, what that will do to us.
Is there anything particular about your kind when it comes to bonds like that? Like, is it just because you were born together, or is there something?
Yeah. Yes, it is biological. Like, there are times I can feel what she feels. I can hear what she hears. Not all the time, but every so often, if I'm in the right frame of mind, I can hear her thoughts.
Do you ever hear her while you're here?
No. That's why I come here. So I don't have to hear her.
Yeah, I guess my example was a little bit too simple. Because that may complicate things. I don't know exactly what the solution would be here, if I'm being totally honest. But maybe you can do, maybe there's got to be something. And you know what? If coming to this place, regardless of how scary getting here could be, helps you, then I'm glad you have this. Escapes are nice.
Hmm.
You know, it's funny. When we went to go visit my home, one place I didn't show you was right on the other side of the river. There's a spot in the woods that I've kind of made my own kind of sanctuary. I love my home and I love the people in it, but sometimes I just want to get out and just see the stars and the quiet and away from it all. So sometimes you need that temporary escape to continue on.
Would you share it with me?
Yeah.
So you take us to your spot.
And it's a clearing, a small patch clearing within the trees. The sounds of the hustle and bustle of the river are gone. You can probably only hear crickets. The night sky is clear and you could see the stars, any other um, things up there, the colors. And I say, I just lay down here and just stare up, watch as the sky moves. And just be with myself for just even just a moment. And I will lie down in the grass, looking upwards as I say this.
Okay. and she'll lie down as well, and she'll say, "Let me share you my spot." And which then what happens is like think of it like split screen.
Mhm.
Like her side of the thing turns into this sort of like plateau above the sort of lava planet, basically. But it's the one spot where the atmosphere is clear and you can see the stars and you can see the sort of like auroras. It's in complete stark difference to the planet she lives on. But so what you're seeing is you're seeing your side and her side, and she's seeing her side and your side at the same time. So where the skies meet. You see, stars and colors and things begin to sort of bleed into each other and sort of create a single vision.
And all this time, we've been looking at the same sky.
Just from different perspectives.
Yep.
I like it here.
I'm glad. I'd definitely like to explore more out there. Maybe one day.
All right, let's go back to the ship real quick. All right, so back on board, as everyone has been surrounded by pirates with guns. Talia slowly stands with Aiden sort of on the floor, still on the deck. He's still unconscious, but she sort of stands.
I am, as sneakily as I am able, conjuring a giant spell. It takes 17 actions, and I can do 3 around.
You can roll guile to see if you can do it stealthily.
Okay. Sign me out again.
Yeah, you got to be careful.
Me too.
Guile. Seven.
Okay. So at this particular moment, you're able to do what you're doing without anyone hearing you. So Katarina and Gath, what are you guys doing?
I am holding my broom and pretending to look as terrified as I possibly can.
Okay.
But I'm actually like seeing where they're at, what weapons they have, how do we have any vantage points, anywhere we can get cover or.
All right. You can roll an intelligence check. Gath, what are you doing?
In his head, he's screaming, "Fuck it, you're check for an ambush." But he's gonna go, "What's going on, boss?"
All right, cool. You can roll guile to see if you can pass off as a nincompoop. Katarina, what did you get?
A 1?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Nope. You're so caught off guard. You're just like, what the hell is happening?
Yeah. Which makes sense for what I'm trying to portray right now. Holding my broom.
That's fair. Very fair.
All right. A 5.
Okay. Yeah, you're doing pretty good. They're believing you so far. So as you are all there, one of the pirates it basically shoots a flare into the sky, which is the signal for the ship to turn and come back. As the pirates kind of get closer to you, they're like, all right, everybody to that side of the ship. And they sort of like scooch everybody that way. Except for Aiden. They leave Aiden where he's at. And they said when the strong hammer gets back, you'll all get on board. And we're taking you with us. So what do y'all do? Because it's going to take a couple of minutes for that ship to turn back around and dock again.
Yeah, I am 100% just concentrating on getting that spell together. I don't know how long it takes.
You can roll Guile one more time for me. Well, you'll probably roll Guile 3 times.
Okay.
So this will be your second time.
9.
Okay. You're still stealthy.
I'm curious if I see what he's trying to do, if I can help him by distracting.
I think he's inside a barrel, right?
Well, I mean, I was before I came. I'm on deck now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were still hiding in a barrel.
I mean, no, because I had Katarina 6. I just didn't have her 7 or her 8 or her 9.
Okay, fair enough. All right. So you will have moved to the side of the ship as well then. I don't know. You can roll an intelligence and see if you can help him, and then he can tell you whether you can help him or not.
10.
Okay. I mean, you see he's doing something.
I'm starting to get my wits back.
So is there anything she can do to help you? Like,
do you do magic at all, Katarina?
Yes.
I mean, he didn't say that. He's just like,
they all have basic magic.
I don't know how I would communicate this, but the thing that you could do, there's a pretty simple spell to give me extra actions. So it would go quicker. It is called, hold on.
Gath will walk over to where we're supposed to be, but with a reassuring look on his face, he'll tell Antrock without saying his name, it's gonna be okay. We'll get through this. And I'm gonna tap him on the back. And cast Excel Decel.
Oh, okay, that's it. Excel.
Yeah.
With the intention of accelerating.
You both can do that. It won't hurt. It wouldn't hurt to have 2 of them on him.
I think sensing that, I'm playing into the idea that I'm just really nervous and muttering, but yeah, he's playing into that.
I was trying to figure out what to do, then Astral Magic came to mind.
Katarina, you can cast it as well. He could use 2 of them.
What am I casting? I don't think I've done a spell in a long time. No, I know, but how do I do that?
How to cast it? Here, let me pull it up real quick.
It just takes 2 actions.
I believe it's intelligence.
It
Yeah.
is.
God dang it. How come I only have a 1? 3.
Okay. Hold on one. Wait. What the heck is it?
Well, fortunately, I surged, so
Took my idea.
Let's see. That's okay. Da, 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 da. Oh no, he's willing, so it automatically gives it to him.
Okay.
If he was unwilling, you'd have to roll an intelligence check. But you can add 2 actions to
Awesome.
him, so that's 4 total.
I remember when it was like you get extra actions based on the results of the roll. So
Yeah, I just went based on what was in the book.
yeah, that's what I referred to in the book. It was different originally before changes.
Yeah, that's okay. That's 4 extra actions that you get. Okay.
So yeah, probably muttering faster now.
Yeah.
Trying to
All
play it
right.
down.
I'm going to try and distract them from looking at him to figure out what he's doing.
Okay.
So I'm going to be like, what do you want with us? We just work here. I just clean. That's all I do. What does your ship need cleaning? Like, like I don't want to die. I mean, she's just like totally going into that terrified.
Right. Okay. Give me a second. I gotta figure out what's about to happen to you.
I'm hoping to cast. Hold on. I looked at all of them and I decided that the one to go with was Deluge on page 115 of the document.
Okay. Okay. All right. So that's the spell you're trying to cast right now.
That is what he's preparing. Yeah,
Okay, cool.
he's getting ready to conjure this giant wave.
Okay.
It was the safest of the options that I had. If you believe that, a lot of them say a lot worse things.
Yeah. Okay. So Katarina is trying to distract them. I need you to do, Katarina.
Yes.
I need you to roll a strength check.
Oh crap. Okay. Well, that's at least a level 2. Better than.
Right.
Oh man, 6.
Okay. So as you're trying to distract these people, you get the butt of a gun in your face as they pop you in the face. Tell you to shut up. At which point, now I need you to roll a d6 for me.
Ba-dum-bum. Hey, as long as it's distracting him, that's 5.
Okay.
Why do I feel like less would be better at this point?
So you are. Dang it. Close the book right when I needed it. You find yourself stunned in which I literally had it right here, and then like the book fell and closed. So anyway, you are in the stunned condition.
Okay, I'll look it up.
Here it is. I finally found it.
Okay.
You are, and if you are incapable of taking any action or speaking, and you fall prone to the ground.
Okay.
You're aware of your surroundings.
Do I have the forethought? I mean, do I have any? I would rather like stagger and fall forward into the guy so I can like at least tangle one guy up and continue the distraction as I'm going out.
Well, he hit you from the front, so you're going to fall backwards.
Okay.
Yeah, because he hit you right square in the face.
Lovely. Hey,
Yeah.
I hope this spell works.
Right.
I took one. I took one for the team.
I don't know if it's a good idea or not. I just don't have a lot of quit left in me.
So, final guile check.
Okay. Oh, there's a surge. That's a 15.
Ah, cool. Yeah. So they don't see what you're doing. So far. You know, as the ship is approaching, I'm going to roll. Oh, that's a surge. That's another surge. Huzzah. It's a 17.
Nice.
What was your guile?
15. So you beat me by a little bit.
Okay. So the guy who hit Katarina pops her in the face, turns to say something, and he sees you doing whatever it is you're doing over there.
Uh-huh.
And he starts to come towards you, saying, "What are you doing?"
And yeah, I'm already leaning into the nervous muttering guy. So it's just like I don't know what to do. I just don't want to make anybody mad. I don't want to upset anything. I just want to, have some rum at the end of the day. That'd be awesome. And
that's it. Tell us what happens as the spell goes off.
Well, they're distracted by Antrak. Gath starts casts Excel on himself.
Okay.
And then starts with a follow-up spell to help make things more interesting and more beneficial for us.
Okay.
So I think. Sorry, go ahead.
No, that's it. I was going to tell you to go ahead.
I think once Antrak realizes he has the spell ready, he's gonna see Katarina on the ground, and he's gonna forethought in his mind plan to help her somehow. I don't think there's anything that's gonna make him pull this punch, though. So he's just he doesn't know the full thing that's going on. So he's gonna just raise his hands up in the air, and basically from his feet, this tidal wave just plows over the ship, away from wherever we are standing towards the other side of the ship.
Okay.
Everybody, sadly, needs to make a save against my
Yeah, they
intelligence, which
do.
is a 5, and it is a. Or do I roll, or how does that work?
It's a contested roll, I believe.
Contested roll. Okay. So they have to make a strength check against my intelligence, which I will roll right now.
Yes. So, Gath and Katarina roll a strength check.
Am I capable of that?
No, because you are prone. So you're an auto fail. So you're just going to get
that's a
washed
surge. That helps.
overboard.
Gath got a 12 because
Okay.
I surged.
Okay. What was your intelligence roll?
9. So
Okay.
12 saves. So they only take half.
Well, Katarina doesn't. She takes the full damage because she's prone.
Yeah.
And
Everyone
gets
who
washed
doesn't make the
overboard.
save is pushed 10 feet back and is knocked prone and stunned.
Let me roll for them real quick.
If on a failure, they take 10 damage and are knocked backwards and sent unconscious. And this whole area is considered flooded for the next minute as the water just keeps spewing up.
I'm going to break my guys into 3 groups of 4.
Okay.
And I'm going to roll for them. Okay, so the first group got a 12. They surged and got a 12.
Okay.
Second group got the surge, 6, 7. That's it. Got the 10 for the second group.
Okay.
And it's the 6 for the third group. They're the ones closest to you. So those 4 are like knocked back, 10, prone, stunned. The others, however,
they're rendered unconscious and take
Yep.
10 damage.
Okay. The others, however, are still standing.
Yep.
No,
they're still knocked over and pushed back.
Right.
They're knocked
Or
prone.
that's
or
what I meant.
stunned.
They're not prone.
Yeah.
That's what I meant to say. They're not prone or unconscious.
Right.
the guys that saved, how close to each other are they?
They're probably like 5 feet, 5 or 6 feet away from each other. They're spread out. They're not like in a little group. They're kind of spread around you guys.
Are they within a 20-foot cube of each other?
No, not all of them. You could probably get about 5 of them, maybe.
Okay. That particular group of area, there's a cold front hits that area near them,
Okay.
and a thick icy surface on the ground forms,
Okay.
and they must make a contested dexterity roll against a 14.
Okay. I'm gonna roll.
Just-
There's only 5 of them, so I'll roll them individually. That's 6, 7, 8. That's a fail. It's a surge. What was the number? 12, you said?
14.
14. Okay, cool. I was sorry. I was trying to figure out when I was.
I
rolling
searched
against.
while rolling my dice.
Okay. The second guy failed. Oh, third guy, he succeeded. Third guy succeeded as well, just barely. Fourth guy did not. Yeah. And the fifth guy did not. So 2 of them succeeded. The others failed. The other 3 failed.
Okay, the 2 that succeeded, the spell doesn't work on them.
Okay.
The ones that failed, their feet are immediately encased in ice. They take 4, or they take an intelligence roll and cold damage, and is now, it takes the intelligence roll and cold damage. So they're taking 14 cold damage.
Okay.
And are now restrained.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, and Since they're wet, they're immediately frozen.
Okay, cool. Excellent.
And my first order of business is going after Katarina because I know this isn't going to go well for her.
Yeah, well, she washed overboard.
Yeah, I think he's diving in after.
Okay, so this should be fun. We all know how Entourage
Yeah.
is with water.
He's sacrificing himself.
Okay.
Hey,
So,
maybe
all right.
I've learned how to swim between then and now.
So the Stormhammer pulls up alongside the ship, sees you guys in the water. You hear this loud bang as they fire at you, but it's a net. I need you to do dexterity saves.
I'm assuming again I can't.
Yeah, you cannot. This is
3.
contested. Oh yeah,
3. It's definitely good.
Yeah, they get both of you. They start hauling you up like tuna, and put you on the deck of the Stormhammer. And troops begin to load onto the Serpent's Drift, heavily armed.
Are any of those guys that I froze appear to be living?
No. Nope.
All right, then. Despite being outnumbered, Gap is going to turn to the people that are coming,
Uh-huh.
cast another acceleration on himself,
Okay.
and then he will thrust his hands forward and say, "You're not taking me that easy." And I'm going to cast Blaze.
Okay. What do they need to roll? I'm just going to roll it as a group.
It's a dexterity roll against my
Okay.
intelligence.
That's a 9.
I got an 11.
Okay. Did they fail?
Yes.
All right.
They take 5 fire damage, and they are now burning.
Yep. And you'll see them all jump into the water. So, and at that point, you'll see the Stormhammer's gun windows open. And you'll hear them say, "Surrender or die."
At that point,
Uh-oh.
sorry, I'm trying to figure out if Gath is going to go down fighting for his crew or play along.
Okay. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
At that point, he's going to look at Thalia.
Mm-hmm.
If we get out of this, he's a dead man. and puts his hands up.
Okay, cool. And they will come on board and they'll escort you onto the Stormhammer. So you're all on deck at that point. All right, we're going to go back to Kedik and the Euphoria. So, yes, you guys are there, and the two of you have done a lot. Like, it feels like you've been there for months. Just experiencing things with each other, like sharing things, and you teaching her, the idea of humanity and family and what it's like to be, you in essence. And she does the same. She teaches you like where she's from and all this. And so at this point, you're back at the little cottage and having a meal like you did, numerous of other times. I mean, it's literally like you've been living. I mean, you've got a house and new clothes. And it's like living a whole nother life at this point. But you're having a meal together, and she says, "We'll probably need to be going back soon. I'm sure you're concerned about your compatriots."
I am. It's odd because being in this space where time is essentially frozen, I know nothing more can happen to them. I mean, it's true. It is technically true.
It is, absolutely.
Technically, everything that's happening to you all is in the future for me.
Exactly. That is very true.
So, it's... But obviously, I am still concerned about what may have had happened to them. Can I ask you one more thing before we go?
Of course.
Why did you decide to show this side of you to me? You have this reputation of being a ruthless pirate, of I don't know how to explain it, but it feels like who I talk with now is a completely different being than outside of the Euphoria. Why show this to me?
And she looks at you with sort of like tear, like, her eyes are misty, and she just looks at you and she says, "I am not my sister." Sylvania is not me, and I am not her.
So,
And she tells you, she says that her name is Lavinia. She's Sylvania's twin sister.
So you've swapped places with your sister?
She doesn't know.
Is she still sailing out there like she with a different ship or something?
She is on a mission of her own. And while she was gone, I simply stepped in her place. she'll eventually find out that what I'm doing, and she'll probably come after me and try to kill me or teach me a lesson. But I just couldn't sit by and watch what she was doing without trying to fix some things. Yes, you saw me dispatch some people, but those people were her people. They're as ruthless and nasty as she is.
See.
And I know who you are, and who you are is safe with me. We're, in essence, we are after the same thing.
Well, here I've never thought we would be allies, but I think this changes things a lot.
Now, when we return, I will have to take on the guys again.
I assume I do too.
Yes.
But we can use this as a way for us to plan.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No. No, thank you. I'm... And here I thought I was dead meat.
I had to make it look like that.
I
do
that.
Apologize.
I get that. Well, shall we step back out into the limelight?
Yes. I'll see you in reality.
I'll see you there.
At which point your eyes will open and you'll find yourself sort of like in sick bay. So you're super weak, but you're healthy. You're fine. And the door will kick open, and Sylvania is standing there. Ah, good. You didn't die. Your kind is so weak. I thought for sure you weren't going to make it.
Longer than you think.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna dispatch me that easy. I told you that before.
Yeah. Let's see. We still have a long journey ahead. Let's see what it might take. So,
I'm up for the challenge.
You may have sensed a slight wink in her eye as she turns and leaves the room. All right, back to the Stormhammer. Oh, you guys are on deck of the Stormhammer, and Stormhammer is leaving the serpent's pit behind. In which, as they get far enough away from it, they open fire on it, completely obliterating it. You see it.
Bye, Aiden.
Also, A is still on board.
Oh.
Yep. So,
Great.
as they have you all sort of tied and chained, standing on deck.
We're lying on the deck.
Yeah. At this point, you're probably awake at this point. You're probably come to at this point. As they're all around you, the captain's standing there, and they're all sort of laughing at you. Does anybody want to say anything?
I think I keep my mouth shut.
Oh man.
I knew Douglas was going to say something.
well. I mean, he's upset because he's never actually pulled that spell off before. He's practiced it, but he's a little bit. He's not mad at the pirates for capturing him. He's not mad at. Really, he's just mad at himself because he should have. I guess he's thinking he should have waited till a better moment. So I think more than anything, he's feeling a sense of he's feeling, hey, I did that awesome spell. I did awesome. That was amazing. I definitely can do that kind of magic. Except probably not right now because my hands are behind my back. And I don't think he's actually even addressing the pirates at all. Like they're just static.
Right.
They could be little bunny rabbits as far as he's concerned. He's just trying to rethink through that whole situation in his head and figure out what he might have done differently.
Okay.
For a different outcome. So he's probably muttering to himself again. But he's not trying to do another spell just yet.
Right. Okay. All right. Anything else? Gath, do you have anything to say or no?
Gath will mutter something to himself in a different language, but it's the language of his homeland.
Okay. That's fine. Okay. That's just you muttering under your breath, basically.
Yep.
I'm just glaring at them.
Okay, cool. So as you're all there, and you hear a voice that says, you know, you should really be careful who you trust. As the crowd sort of splits and Alia steps out. She's like, oh no. No, dear. It's not what you think. And she goes and she rips this mask off. And standing in front of you is Sylvania. And she goes, now I've got you. And that's where we're ending tonight.
I am loving this.
So we found the actual Sylvania.
Well, she found you, but yes. Yes.
And I'm with the good twin.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
This is fantastic. I love it.
All right, cool. So, thanks for joining us tonight. We're going to go around and let everybody kind of introduce themselves once again, who they are, who they played, what's something they took from tonight's session, good, bad, or ugly, doesn't really matter, and where we can find you so people can follow you, if you even exist in the interwebs. Looking at you there, Antarak. So let's go with, we'll start with Riku this time.
Awesome. Yeah. Hello, everybody. Again, my name is Riku. I played Kedek, your captain of the WindRider, and yeah. You can find me on social media as Pup Riku or Puppy Riku. You can find me here every other or when scheduled Saturdays for Queers, where I play a different kind of pirate. A superhero pirate, which has been a lot of fun. I got to have a fun little one-on-one storytelling session last session, which was great. And you can also find me here as your dungeon master for Reign of Vecna, where the party has been exploring the city of Tribor, and I think are about to fight some giants, or they may give up on that plan. We'll see what ends up happening. I'm excited to see what they choose to do.
Well, we did behead at Oni.
You did beheaded Oni, but was that enough to convince folks to join your cause? We'll see. Anywho, so that's where you can find me. And yeah, that's it for me.
Okay. Did you answer the question?
What was the question again?
What's one thing that you took away from tonight's session? That could be character wise, player wise, doesn't really matter.
I mean, for me, this fleshed out a lot of Carrick's inner thoughts and inner story about his life, which has been a lot of fun to explore. Like a lot of the questions really honestly challenged me to think about how would Carrick respond to this? How would he who he is as a Puntori. So I that it was something I really enjoyed. As a eye in the sky, starry-eyed adventurer, but still very close to home.
Cool. All right. We'll go Chrissy Cross. We'll go to Gath. You're next.
Hi, everybody. I am old Worm Slayer. I almost called myself Gath Alfreddy. And I was playing Gath Alfreddy. And what I took from this was that Gath got tricked again because he wasn't cautious again.
That's all right though. You know,
But hey, he took out some of the tight syndicate.
did indeed. That was pretty good. That was very good. All right, cool. We'll go up to Katarina is next.
Hey, I'm Lisa. I play Katarina Zephyrian. Um, you can find me every Monday night here on Grappling Wizards channel for either WindRiders, as we played tonight, or on alternating Mondays, Origins. We'll be back with Origins on the 21st. We left in a horrible situation where one of our players just was killed and then his body thrown into a volcano. So we got some feels to feel.
Yep.
You can find me every other Friday night on Celtic Wyvern King's channel for his Stargate 5e campaign, which will be back this Friday on the 18th. Looking forward to that. Always a lot of fun. My takeaways. How many ships or places can we destroy in our path? We're not leaving much intact anywhere we go.
Technically, it's not us, it's Sylvania.
But I'm very curious as to why she would pretend to be. I'm assuming she's been pretending to be Thalia this whole time. But why would she take us to this place?
Or she killed Thalia.
Yeah, let me talk. Why would she take us to this place? Where's the real Thalia if it's not her? And what the hell happened to A? And I've just about given up hope on ever finding her captain because at this point he's going to have to rescue us because we're doing a piss poor job.
Well, that's not false.
Not wrong at all, and it sounds like I'm on my way.
Yeah, that's true. That's not false at all. All right, and of course, last but not least, our good old friend Douglas over there.
Yeah, Henry. I'm MC Henry or Ansrak here. in a number of different things. Here every other week as your unreliably daring wizard, Entourage, who, and I'm just going to throw this out here. This is the first game I've ever played as the namesake of Entourage. He's been a secret that I've held in my head for quite a while, and I just uncovered where all my short stories were. So I'm going to share a couple of those with the crew. If you as an audience member want to read some, find us on the Discord. I'm happy to share. They are non-linear. They're just kind of stream of consciousness stories. But just throwing that out there is a neat little thing. Also on the 23rd, I will be running Monster of the Week here on Halfling Wizard Productions. I just did a voice acting gig with a podcast called Cybertopia, which is an original game written by the player or by the person who runs it. So that's a really neat thing to check out if you have a little time. And I just did a couple of charity one-shots with Metalark Productions to help with the flooding in Texas. And yeah, a lot of other things, but that's basically it. And if you're following me on Instagram, good job. I will never know.
It doesn't exist there.
I probably have an account, but
that's funny. And did you answer the question? I'm sorry.
So I actually learned, sorry, I did not. As a player, Entourage definitely doesn't know any of this, but as a player, the world of Aria just got a lot bigger and a lot cooler. And I'm really excited and a little bit terrified to see what all is in store for our ragtag crew of adventurers. Mostly excited.
Me too. Excellent. And of course, I am Will, or the Halfling Wizard. Give us a follow on Patreon. If you become a patron on our Patreon, you can get access to various homebrew items that have been used across many of the campaigns here. You can also see the session 0 of Reign of Vecna. It's the only place you can see it. Some really cool stuff there. Make sure you go over and subscribe to our YouTube if you want to check out the rest of the WindRiders series. They're all over there. All of our series are in their own little playlists. You can go, just click on them and just let them play. But yeah, go subscribe. We'd love to have you. Ooh, excuse me. Let's see. Check out our merchandise. Yes, we have merchandise. We have a lot of it. A lot of show specific and channel specific. We also have a Pride collection. We also have, Lisa's got the Black Tide Syndicate mug. I have our veterans mug. Oh, it's hard to see because of my thing. I have our support veterans. It actually says magic, loyalty, and service for every hero. And it's got me. It's got my Halfling Wizard with the service and with the service dog. But these are 15-ounce mugs and they're amazing. So go get one. But yeah, we've got tons of other things. Go check it out. Make sure you go check out our partners over at Surge, who actually wrote the platform that we're playing. You can go to www.warpedtree.com/games/Surge, and you can download for free forever the PDF of the core rules, which is about to have an update. But you can go and get the I think it's the beta test. Is it beta? Is that what they're calling it? I can't remember. Anyway, the ones that we have now. But there's a ton of changes coming. Riku?
They're also implementing a wiki style website to where you could just browse the rules online for free. So you don't even have to download the PDF. So I know that's still in production. And I am still working on the Foundry module for it.
Nice. Very nice. Very, very nice. Love that. But go check them out. Also, you might see here soon, eventually, hopefully, it will catch on and people will want to start doing it. But I know Henry up here is going to be running a Dwarfscape, which is the TTRPG that I created. with some folks just to kind of play test that. I'm kind of hoping to get some feedback on that and get some things set, and we can, I'd love for more people to play it. But yeah, be looking for that. Join our Discord. You can come over and join our Discord, and if you want to play with us, we have one shots and short shots that happen every so often. If you want to come and DM something for us, you can come and DM something for us through our Codex series. Just join the server and look for Will the Wiz and say, hey, I'd love to do that, and we'll set you up. Make sure all of our stuff is down here on our Twitch page, so you can find all of our links and all that. But our last thing I want to talk about is our charity that we're still raising money for is the Freedom Service Dogs of America. We're trying to raise $500, and we're at $400 currently. So we're going to keep raising money until we get to 500, and then we'll send that over to them. It's a great organization. They provide service dogs to veterans who suffer from various ailments. They're great. They're great people. They're very appreciative. They're wonderful.
Oh, excuse me.
You're good. And I think that's it. So yeah. So
You didn't
all right.
hear what I just fake sneeze?
No, I did not.
It was giveaway.
Oh yeah, the giveaway. I know. I keep saying it's coming, and it is. I've got to get all the prize. I don't want to do a giveaway without having prizes set, giveaways set, and we have a couple of things that are set, but there's a couple of other things I'm working on, and I want to get those before I go. Okay, this is what we're doing, but there will be a giveaway. I swear to you, there will be one. I just want to make sure that we have things in hand before we do that. But yes, thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, but updates are always helpful.
Yes, absolutely. Cool. Yeah, and I guess that's it for us tonight. Come back and see us Wednesday, I believe, is Monster of the Week, correct?
Week from Wednesday.
Week from Wednesday.
Yep.
Is Vecna
The
this week?
23rd.
That was last week.
Okay, cool. I always get them mixed because I think Monster of the Week and Vecna are on the same week, and I always get them mixed up.
Vecna is the same week as Orlea.
That's right. Okay, so is Monster of the Week. Okay, cool. All right. Well, other than that, hey, if you're hanging out this long with us, hang out. So we're going to rate another creator. But until next time, everyone, be groovy, be cool. Pray for those people who are needing it, especially here in Texas and various states that are affected by the floods. So y'all have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.
And stay safe.
Tiny robes he's wearing so fine, in the tavern sipping on wine, knows the secrets of the old halfling wizard never told. Mystic wand and a pointed hat, talks to people about this and that, sneaky tricks and a wink in his eye. Halfling wizard makes the hours fly. Oh, halfling wizard in the night, casting spells to the moonlight. He can talk and he can know, in his world the magic grows. Down the road in evening light, he'll engage you, that's his delight. Readers of the stars he seeks, in a crowd he's sure to speak.